Hey, my name's Jazz from Australia. I should probably start doing things. So let's say you're in a situation where you know that you need to be doing things, but you just can't get moving. You don't have the executive function that your body or your brain needs to actually get up and do the things that really need to be done. So what's a brain to do? What's a person to do? What are you going to do? If that's where your brain's at, keep listening, because I'm going to help if possible. And I'm not a trained therapist. I'm just a neurodiverse individual with a recent diagnosis of autism at the age of 30. And I understand what it's like to have a brain that doesn't always do what you want it to. So that's why I'm here today. I'm going to help we're going to come up with some practical solutions. We're just going to wing it. That's what I like to say. We're going to wing it like a Piplup. If you don't know what a Piplup is, then just search for the Pokemon Piplup. Piplup has wings. I don't know if Piplup can actually fly. Piplup is my favorite Pokemon. We're just going to wing it though, like a Pippi. Let's go. All right, come on. So, all right, there's a high chance right now that you're not feeling motivated to do the things. And unfortunately, depending on what the things are, there's a very high chance that you need to be doing the things right now. But don't worry, because you're not alone. I'm here to help guide you through it. What we're going to do is look around our space right now. Okay? The goal of this exercise, the goal of this entire thing is to just do something, okay? Just something. It may not even be the thing that you want to do, but you're going to do something, all right? And some days that something might be just listening to this recording, listening to my voice, and then working out, what's best for you. What can you do today to help yourself, either later in the day or tomorrow or next week or right now in this moment? And that would be ideal. If you can do something during this recording that helps you in your situation right this minute, then, congratulations to you, because you are already one step closer just thinking about it. Okay. So where we're going to start here is we're going to just have a good look around. Have a look around our environment. Have a look around us. What can we see around us that we really, just one little thing, maybe it's just one thing that we've been staring at a lot. It might be something that that's just really frustrated us, okay? I want you to make a note of that. And if you have the executive function to get up and take one step towards that thing, whatever that thing is, please do it, only if you're able to. And once you've gotten up, because sometimes the hardest part is just getting up. Like sometimes the hardest part is just taking that one little step towards that thing. Once you've taken that step towards that thing, I want you to try and take another step forward, okay? And also, I want to acknowledge people that are unable to physically take a step forward. And I would just like you to make one movement towards that thing, however best you can. If you're unable to move physically towards the thing that you're thinking of, is there another way that you can get towards that thing? And if not, that's completely valid too. All feelings, all experiences, and everybody's individual circumstances are valid and accepted and appreciated for what they are. That you are acknowledged, your existence is valued. Okay, so now that you've either thought about taking a step forward towards that thing, or you've already taken one, or maybe you've walked over to that thing, I would just like to say, well done, because sometimes that first step, even thinking about it, can be hard. And the fact that you're still listening to this is also a sign that you're willing to try and get towards your goal. You want to change something in your environment. You're not just sitting there trying to do nothing about it. There are a lot of people out there that won't take that first step. They won't take that step forward to try and do something to change your environment. So you're already one step ahead, even if you haven't gotten up from the spot that you're in right now. So congratulations, and I'm very proud of you. I don't know what the thing was that you just did, or the thing that you're thinking about is, but I'm so proud of you for just still listening. Okay, so we're going to try and make our way over to that area in our home, in our environment, wherever we are, and do one little thing about it that can help it to be less of an issue. Okay, so what we'll do is, it might just be that you have a lot of dishes in your sink. I'm staring at my sink right now as I say this. And there are a lot of dishes in my sink. But for you to get up and walk over to your sink, pick all of the things that are in the sink and maybe just move them to the bench, for an example. Put all of the cutlery inside a bowl and just sit it down and leave it there out of the way. Just break it down. We're going to clear a little bit of space in the sink so that we can fill the sink with water and put the dishes back in. We're just going to tidy it. We're going to put it all aside on the bench. If the bench isn't clean, we're going to tidy the bench a little bit so that there's some room. So we might just need to do a little bit of Tetrising and move some things around. See if we can stack some dishes up if we need to. There might be a saucepan, a frying pan, something there where we can just, put other things on top of it, just to get it out of the way. Okay? If you have picked up one item in your sink right now and you're staring at it and you are not sure what to do with it, I want you to really just be very kind to yourself and acknowledge that you have just taken a step in the right direction, in the direction that you are wanting to go in. You've just done something that's pretty much leading you to success. The more you take the little steps, the easier and the faster, and there's a lot. It's a lot easier for you to get to your destination. So that's basically what we're doing here. As another example of something that might be annoying you in your environment or might be causing you distress, it might be just something that just isn't feeling right for you right now. It could be that you haven't taken out the trash. You haven't taken out your rubbish bin. You might need to take out the trash. So go and pick up your rubbish bin. Tie it up if you need to. I don't know what you keep your rubbish in, but if there's a smell in the air that doesn't belong in the air, we're going to remove the source of the smell. Maybe we have to bag something, which would mean you'd need to go and open up the kitchen and get something out like a plastic bag so that you can bag the smell up and put the rubbish into the garbage and take it out to the trash. Take it out to the bin, depending which country you live in or which word you like to use. So whether or not you've done these things, I'm not, that's not the focus on this. The focus is on working with where your brain is at, where your capacity is at right now. We're not being forceful with ourselves. We're not being hard on ourselves if we can't get past step one. But, step one is what it is. And sometimes we can't get to step two as easily as we have before. Sometimes we might be feeling so good after doing step one that we really feel like we can go step two, step three, step four, beyond any steps I've even mentioned yet. If you've started to go beyond step three, and you started to wash up your dishes, I am so amazingly proud of you if that's what you were working on. If you've decided to bring the recording with you, or you're thinking about, should I bring this recording with me and take out the trash, that could work too. That's another valid option. There are no rules when it comes to the way that you use this recording to benefit your life. It's here because I've personally been doing these recordings for myself for some time, and I really felt that I wanted to share this experience and share this step-by-step guide with other people. I was, having had a recent diagnosis of ASD, having had ADHD diagnosed, it must be 5 years by now. It's been quite a while. But not having the resources can be very challenging. Not having the strategies for coping and not knowing what helps can be quite challenging, and it can make us feel really isolated and alone. So my hopes in doing this is obviously to help you to achieve your goals and to help your brain to do the things that sometimes can be very challenging. And also, anytime that you need to listen to this, anytime you just need that little bit of motivation to help you get moving towards your goals, that's what this is here for. So in the recordings that I've done for myself, at the very end of them, I would always have some words of wisdom or some little bits of advice, just a little bit of motivation. Please don't give up on your goals. If you have a dream and you want to achieve something and you're passionate about it and you really are committed to wanting something in your life, maybe you really want to work in a certain industry, or you want to do a creative venture, you want to start your own business, maybe you want to help others, you want to advocate, or you want to, maybe you're a writer like I am, or you're a musician like I am, and you want to put your work out into the world. I think the most important thing to remember is that you are capable of achieving these goals, these dreams, these visions. It all comes down to you. What are you doing today that will help with your future? What steps are you taking today to get to where you're going? Because as long as you're taking steps, even little ones, you're still going. And the key word here is go. If you want something, a lot of people want things, okay? But sitting down wanting something is different than going and moving towards getting that thing. So what steps can you take today to get to where you want to be? These are just things to think about and interpret however you wish. And like I said, I'm not a therapist. I'm not trained in life coaching or anything like that. I just find these recordings very helpful for my diagnosis of ADHD, my recently diagnosed ASD, and it's okay to need to listen to this when things are challenging. That's what this is here for. It's okay to need to, take your time sometimes. That's okay. That's completely valid. And you're not alone in your struggles. You are not alone. And I know that sometimes it feels like these things should not be so hard, because there are days when they're really not hard at all. It's like a walk in the park. But there are also these days where, the things that I am quite often able to do can be quite challenging. And so it's just important to have, sometimes have that guidance and just that sense of knowing that you're not alone. That's important. It's important to feel connected as well. So I should say as well, if you feel that your mental health is declining or you are concerned about your mental health, talk to someone, talk to your therapist if you have one. Just tell somebody if you're concerned about your mental health, because it's important. Self-care is really important. Okay, so I hope this has helped, and I'm really hoping that there will be more, what do I call this? I haven't given it a name. There'll be more episodes to come. But also some of the content that I'm going to be creating will have a very different vibe to it. This is just one of the more serious, I guess, I want to say serious, but this is just one of the more very practical sort of I don't know. I don't know the word. I don't know the word for this. This is just one of the this is just what do you call it? I don't know what to call this. I know that there's going to be a lot of edits in it because I've had to say things quite a number of times so that they sounded right, but this is more of a down to earth recording that's there that's there for those times when I need something to listen to, when I need some guidance, when I need to get a little bit of a walkthrough on some things. And you know what, I'm thinking of a game walkthrough. But yeah, sometimes we need a walkthrough just like a game, you know. Maybe we need to know where to find the piplups. Maybe we need to know what level the piplup will be on and when it evolves into Prinplup. Yeah, I really like Pokemon. It's one of my special interests. Okay, so, you know, thank you for listening, and I will see you in another episode, because eep is my word, and I really love eep. Like, eep can be good, bad, anything. Eep is just one of those words that can be used to describe anything, and it's sort of ended up becoming my catchphrase. I don't know why or how, but it's catching on. So I'll see you, or I won't see you, but you will hear me in another episode, and until then, yeah, just, I don't know. I've got things coming. Things are coming. I don't know what. And until then, go do. Yeah, go do. I like that. All right, we're keeping that. Bye.